Welcome back to Bonanza Disc Golf. Today we got a fancy little pre-release coming at you. We're going to be taking a look at the new Discmania prototype MD5. We're going to be doing another beat the bag with this one. My Overstable mid-range right now, Liberty Disc Golf Supply Ultra. It's a little blunter. This is a little more round, kind of like my Quake, which I really loved, but didn't quite handle the forehand as well, torque-wise, as the Ultra. So definitely see, the plastic feels so good. But we're gonna play 9 holes here. We're at Prairie Center Creek Disc Golf Course with these 2 discs as well as 2 more. We're gonna start out with this MD1, which this plastic is in the Metal Flake C-line. Oh my gosh, it feels so good and gummy. Definitely feels more stable than MD3, but I honestly prefer it because it feels a little more rounded too. So hole 1, 240 feet to that basket, straight through there. We're just gonna throw them on kind of flat pushing forehands because they should have the stability to get back to the right. I did try to shoot some videos earlier today. My buddy said no. So I went and got some food, went to Walmart, did some errands, talked to my wife, and she's like, stop sucking at disc golf. And I said, okay. And so we're gonna try it. MD5, baby. Oh yeah, her chat with me did really good. Oh, let's go. I think the Ultra is gonna be more stable, but probably relatively similar. And I like that because like this disc I got because it's not like a Justice or like a Mutant or something like that's ridiculously overstable, almost unthrowable. It's like very throwable, especially because I prefer to throw on a little hyzer, but we're gonna try that flat shot, very similar, see if there's a difference in stability. Okay, that was anhyzer, not flat, so that's fun. But the stability actually seemed pretty similar. We got 2 other discs. One is the Mutant, actually. Also, big shout out to David, Apollo Disc Golf. He's the one who got me that disc, and he's gonna have some on his website. I think apollodiscgolf.com. It's just got a bunch of discs. I'll leave it linked down below. I don't link a lot of retailers, but he hooked me up with like a ton of different discs to do a bunch of reviews on, and he's a buddy. But the Mutant apparently is so weird because it like doesn't have any rounded edges, but the disc is only angles. It's not round at all. It's so weird. So I imagine it's gonna be a little more stable. We'll try to throw it flat as well. Wow, really good shot, definitely more stable. And the last one is kind of like a crowd favorite, and the other one that almost went in my bag, the Pyro. We got a Neutron Pyro here, Prism Neutron actually. This disc almost went in my bag, except for the fact that the rim, it just juts out a little too much. Nope, that's pretty stable too. Just goes far. Oh, dang it. Thought that was an ace line, probably a little too deep. Also, another small shout out is in order for Discmania, because I was hanging out with Nate Turner and he had DM'd them saying, hey, can you send me an MD5? He has a video up on the MD5, which you should definitely check out as well, after this one, of course. But I reached out to Discmania because after he said he DM'd me, I was like, hey, you should send another one with him. And they're like, okay, remind me on Monday. And then I just totally did it. So they would have sent me one. That's on me. Shout out Discmania for wanting to send me one, I guess. Let's go. This is not gonna be good for Beat the Bag. Now, I obviously just got into the game just under a year and a half ago, so I wasn't even really around a lot or knew a lot about discs until I started the channel and started reviewing a lot, and so I didn't really know a lot about the MD5. And I knew that there were a lot of people who were really waiting for this disc, the MD5, to come out. They didn't have like that overstable mid, at least that they liked from Discmania's lineup, because the Mutant is cool, but like, it's a weird one. By the end of the video, we'll try to rank like which one's actually the most stable. First disc on the box is the MD5 again with that beautiful birdie. Man, it just feels more round. It feels like it's not as stable as the other ones, but the rim is very high. I tell you what though, it honestly, like this is what I want an MD3 to feel like. And one of the reasons I didn't bag the MD3 is I didn't quite like the feel of like, it's a little sharp on the bottom. This hole's an island hole too, 270-ish feet. You kind of want to flex between those trees and skip onto the island or just like ace it. So that'd be electric, but it'd be sick to get one of these. A little bit of anhyzer out of the hand. Please ace it. Or be short, skip on. Oh, that's OB. Okay, that's short. We'll have a putt say par, at least. Mutant, I think a little more Annie and a little more juice. This thing feels so weird in the hand. And there's also like a little flashing on a little bit of it, but I imagine it's hard to not get flashing when you don't round anything over. Oh, that's so much more stable. Hit that tree and sit. Oh no. Skip onto the island. Okay, never skips onto the island. Pyro and Ultra. Hopefully we actually know how these things fly. There, I actually did what I said I wanted to do for once. Skip in. No, no. Now is the time to shine. Everything is OB. You're the one that I back. Be good, okay? Listen, baby, it listened somehow. Oh my gosh, that was nutso. Definitely threw that one a little bit better nose angle. It might also be a little more beat in, so it's like, I don't know, it seems like it's less stable than a lot of those other ones. I have some other ultras, which maybe I should take out to review with, but that's the only pink one, and it's a different color, so we're gonna keep it. Part of me wonders if I just got the nose angle or the speed much more right on that compared to these other ones, because it seemed to be a little less stable, which I don't know if I like that or not. All right, we got putts coming from all over the place. Pyro from back there, Mutant from right here, MD5 from on the island. No, sit, okay, good sit. Now with the MD5, which is kind of a massive death putt. Okay, it's only like 20 feet, 15 feet. Sometimes you just gotta yell at your disc, talk to them, tell them that you'll throw it into the curb a couple times if it doesn't do what you want it to do. This hole's gonna be interesting. Hole 3 is 315-foot par 3, all the way down there. Also getting food, running some errands, talking to your wife does help you feel better about disc golf, because I warmed up less now than I did trying to film the other videos, and I feel so much better. I'm gonna go down this flex line, riding that right side, hopefully not skipping too much because there's an OB sidewalk to the left. Hold that a little bit. I really don't feel like that's crazy stable. That's a bad realization to have about my overstable midrange in an overstable midrange video. I cannot, like, the feel of this does not feel like an overstable midrange, because most times they feel slightly uncomfortable, and this feels really good. And it's still stable, man. Sit down. Okay, we got a maybe 30-ish, 35 footer. Pyro. Really good. Yeah. I feel like I'm not putting those on as much anhyzer as I put the Ultra on, so maybe that's why, but I got 6 more holes to figure this all out. Yes, oh my gosh, let's go, Mutant. Mine's got the best of the bunch, let's go. All right, just outside with the MD1. Definitely didn't throw it as hard as I could have. Easy putts though. Yeah, let's go. Ultra's falling behind, dude. This is not what you want to see. All right, hole 4 is a pump, and also very hard to film because the sun is like coming straight here because it's setting, and we're going uphill. 340 to the basket. Straight or downhill 340, got it with these guys. Uphill? No. Just try to get a massive flex, see how hard we can throw them up this hill. Keep the nose angle down. Get over that tree. Okay, not bad. Pyro. Yeah, turn that one a decent bit. Not even close to pin high. Kind of want to try a forehand roller with it. Curl. No, it's so stable, it's going right. Oh no. And there's a hill there. It might have just gone all the way down that hill. Okay, Ultra, please have some stability. Okay, it is stable. A little glidier than the others, it seems, though. All right, luckily the Mutant didn't like roll all the way down the hill. We have a little bit of a forehand. Alrighty, Pyro just short of the Ultra, therefore Ultra equals better, obviously. Too low. Too right, low, ah! Oh, that was a really bad putt. I gotta go one birdie on this one. I mean, I know it's a pump for an overstable mitt, but still. No. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. All right, so we set you up above Anthony level, meaning you probably actually be able to see the basket. It's just over the hill there. It's 330 feet, and I think it's gonna be the perfect example of how like you throw an overstable mid. We got a pretty wide fairway, so we can flex something down there. And a lot of times my mistake when I'm throwing overstable mids is I'll just think I need to muscle them so much. Instead of really, all you have to do is get a really solid nose angle. Get that nose down, not like this, because that's nose up, and anything that's overstable, it's already gonna wanna fight to the left, and if you leave it nose up, the wind is hitting it, and it's really gonna push to the left. So make sure that you get that nose down as you follow through, and one of the ways that I learned from Philo listening to a broadcast is just making sure that your follow through comes down. You don't need to throw it crazy hard, you just need to make sure you give it enough spin and get the nose angle right. That's how you throw it, not to the right enough. Easy 330 with these guys, he said as he shanks it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's launched, but it is so bad. You gotta have one good throw. Yeah. It's gonna be a little short, but that's fine. A little nose up, be good. Little nose up, but maybe the best of the bunch. Nope, not. And sometimes you try too little instead of actually fully committing to your shot. There's so many things to learn and think about. And I feel like on a good day, I'm good at like 3 of them. Oh. Yeah. No! All right, 340 feet, playing from the long. We could play from the short, but we're playing from the long because I want to try another weird shot with these guys. We still haven't really determined which are the most stable. I think we're gonna try forehand rollers with all these guys on a little bit of cut. Oh gosh. Oh wow, actually really not bad. There's no chance I was getting that hole without like a fairway or distance driver, so it looks like we're practicing throwing these guys in. Honestly, this spread is probably about where they would have landed if I actually gave them some air shots off the tee, because you got to navigate that middle tree, which is a really good hole. This is a sick hole. Not for an overstable mid-range though. Please do it. Oh, I also did not orchestrate this at all, but they're literally on top of each other. Pyro's out, I guess, but that's hysterical. We're gonna try to skip shot with these guys. Ooh, not bad. No skip though, ultra. Oh, not bad either. And honestly, with this MD5, like, there's not a lot of discs that I just pick up and immediately fall in love with. And this one, in this plastic, which is the same plastic as the Mind Bender, something about this plastic is probably like, they might put pheromones in it to like make you fall in love with it, because it is incredible. I don't even know where that landed. Okay, trying to throw these all in kind of brought in some bogey potential. These holes have gotten a little difficult for these mid-ranges, but I want to throw them on some interesting shapes. Where's the next one? All right, we've got another 2-shot par 3 for these guys. 365 kind of up and to the right, but straight down this initial gap. So we're gonna just see how far we can pipe these down the gap on a tight flex line and see how much anhyzer it takes to like, this might be a good stability reference for us to see kind of how stable they all are. MD1, keep in that box from hole 1. MD5, not MD1, very different discs. Wow. Yeah, that's down there. That was great. All right. Similar stability. That was less anhyzer. Didn't move as far to the right. Way more left now. Mutant. I think this is going to take a lot more anti. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I mean, that's significantly more stable. And I also shanked it. Good tree, though. We're back in the middle. This is the one that scares me. Please be like the Pyro. This does feel smaller. It does feel a little smaller diameter, which is why I like it. I like a smaller feeling disc. Maybe that means it's harder for it to be more overstable. Let's see. I think it just is the glidiest. Still very overstable, but that's a little glidier. That's typically what happens as an overstable disc beats in. It stays stable, but also has a little more mid-flight glide. So maybe that's the reason. That's what I'm gonna tell myself so I don't cry to sleep at night. You can swing a low hyzer. You just gotta miss that right tree. I think though it would be way too left if I release this on hyzer. We're gonna master these forehand rollers today. I think that would have even been better if it didn't hit that tree, but that was pretty good. I don't know how these keep just becoming next to each other. Honestly, I feel like the Ultra has a little more fade, but a little more glide in the middle, which is a weird flight that only happens when you beat it in. So I think that I'll keep harboring on that theory. I think I'm right though. Ooh, a little left. Not great, but also loves to be next to the Pyro. Also a little too far. But at the same time, this MD1, straight down the gap, very overstable, hits the line really well, went just as far. How many times did I call this disc an MD1? It is an MD5. Skip in. Oh, so short. Those are not bad pars. I thought these holes would be a little more mid-range friendly, at least when I looked at like UDisc it said that, but I think we're still learning a lot about these. Sometimes it's fun to play like 2-shot holes because you can't mess up a shot and still take a par, whereas most par 3s, whew, as long as it's not like a ton of OB, I feel like you can kind of mess up a shot and still take a par. All right, hole 8 is 300 feet all the way down there, kind of on that hill, so a little uphill. Skip. Yeah, that's a look. Oh no. Push that so, right, skip. Oh no. Yeah, that's the line, baby. That thing is so stable. No, why did I shank it? Ah! Oh man. man, I like that disc so much, and I am not doing it justice. Should I retire? Oh. That's how confident I was. I definitely need to work a little bit more with my Ultras to trust them. I think especially because if you've watched my last couple tournaments, or my last tournament, I was throwing my orange Ultra all over the place, which is a different plastic than this one. So maybe there's something to say about that, but every time that I don't get along with disc in my bag, just takes a couple like that disc only rounds, a little bit of field work, things get back to normal. One final par 3, which could be a par 4, 427. Straight ahead of us. So first shot forehand, second shot backhand. Okay. See, that's why I think that's similar to my Ultra, because I forced it over too much, a little too much torque resistance. That one was better. That was just a better angle, honestly. Perfect to that first pin, which is 300 feet down there. Mutant. Oh, it is. Holy cow. That's nutso. No, very similar. Oh, hey kiddo. Glad she ran after I threw. Oof. I think one of the interesting things that comes along with reviewing a lot of discs, like I've done in the past and I'm planning on starting doing a lot more of, because it's just fun. And like makes you enjoy your bag a little bit more, honestly, after you've reviewed some discs. Obviously, most of the playing that I do ever will just be with my own discs, but you guys will see mostly probably review because it's more fun. It's just a blast to review things. But I think it makes you sometimes long for discs that you don't actually need in your game. Like I don't think I need anything mutant level, pyro, even MD1. I really like the discs that I have, and they're working very well for me, and I haven't found a need for an even more overstable mid-range. So even though this is like, ooh, maybe I should get one, maybe I just need to put a new Ultra in my bag. Maybe I don't even need to do that, and that could be perfectly valid as well. If you are trying out discs or hearing people talk about discs, you might not need them. So know your bag, know your game, and fill it where you actually see slots of discs that you need to throw, not from what people tell you. So experientially learn your bag instead of internetly learn your bag. I say as an internet dude. Don't unsubscribe, please. Thank you. Oh, I thought I hit the gauge on there. I didn't think I made it, but the thing is coming out so clean. Discmania, drop a bag on me next year. You got that Simon buyout money. Send it my way, you know? I'll sign for you for $1 million a year if you want it, you know? I'll even do 900,000. Oh, we're gonna do the force out. Why am I so stupid? Go in the bucket. Oh, let's go. Please do. All right, just outside for the Ultra. Please don't take another bogey. Thank God. Oh, thank goodness. Man, that thing had a really good round today. Except for missing that island. Almost, I mean, not perfect, but really good. For my game, this thing would honestly slot right in, honestly. I don't think I like it better than my Ultra, but today I threw it way better. I still really like this. I love the way that this feels in my hands since it's so small, but I really like seems like a very fast disc too. Like especially because this is so much blunter than this, but this is still somehow so overstable. It's kind of surprising, but it feels more like a 5.5 speed. Like it feels faster than your typical overstable mid-range, similar to a pyro. Pyro also feels very fast. Definitely still gonna hang on to my Ultras, but this thing definitely beat the bag today, which I'm not mad about it. I mean, I love this thing. It flew so well. So like I said, I'll lower my offer to Discmania, $800,000 a year. Take it or leave it. If you want to see what I think is the farthest flying mid-range, surprisingly, another Discmania thing. Check that video out right down there if you want to see a very appropriate comparison, the Glitch versus the Zone OS. One of the most fun times I've ever had filming a video, especially because it's such a tightly weighted short course. Check that out right down there. If you're Discmaniac and you've been waiting for this, it might not be what you wanted, but it's definitely what I like. So I don't know what Discmaniacs wanted. I just have heard that this might be different, so don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot anybody. That's a bad thing to do. I'm rambling. Okay, love you guys. Bye.